to Music Studio.
Hello and welcome. Chairman of the Sovereign Council Al Burhan sent a congratulatory cable to South African President Cyril Ramaphosa on his country's National Day. Al Burhan expressed his best wishes to the President of the Republic of South Africa for good health and happiness, wishing his country progress and prosperity. He also reiterated Sudan's determination to enhance joint cooperation between the two countries and consolidate the bond between them for the benefit of the people. In a related context, Al Burhan sent a congratulatory cable to President Julius Maada of the Republic of Sierra Leone on the occasion of his country's Independence Day. He wished the people of Sierra Leone continued progress and prosperity and wished President Julius continued health and happiness. Al Burhan also affirmed Sudan's commitment to strengthen the cooperation between the two countries and advancing them for the benefit of the people. Vice Chairman of the Transitional Sovereignty Council Malik Akar said that the Sudanese Civil Service Conference is being held at a critical historical juncture in Sudan's journey. It represents a moment of deep reflection, demonstrating the highest level of awareness and responsibility, and working tirelessly to rebuild what has been destroyed and repair what has been damaged. In his address to the closing session of the Civil Service Conference yesterday, Akar praised the bravery of the Sudanese people in facing the enormous challenges imposed by the militia war. Akar emphasized that the war ignited by the force of destruction was not merely an armed aggression, but rather an organized attempt to destroy the foundation of the Sudanese state and dismantle its institutional structure. Foreign Minister Ambassador Omar Sadiq received a phone call today from his counterpart, Dr. Badr Abdul Ati, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Immigration of Egypt, to congratulate him on gaining the confidence of the leadership of the Council of Ministries to the position of Minister of Foreign Affairs. The minister expressed his appreciation for the generous gesture from his Egyptian counterpart. He also expressed Sudan's appreciation for the supportive stance of Egypt towards Sudan during this critical stage in its history, reflecting the strong and deep-rooted ties between the two countries. For his part, the Egyptian Minister of Foreign Affairs affirmed the strong historical relations between the two countries. He reiterated Egypt's full support for the security, stability, unity, and territorial integrity of Sudan. The two ministers agreed to intensify cooperation in the coming period. The armed force and the supporting force carried out combing operation during which they burned 5 compact vehicles, seized 3 compact vehicles, and neutralized at least 10 enemy elements. The rest of the force fled the city, leaving behind their dead. In another special operation, the army succeeded in destroying 3 120mm mortars. Reliable intelligence also indicated that severe disagreement had erupted within the militia ranks due to the lack of medical care and the discrimination in treating the wounded based on their proximity to the militia ruling family. This had led to a large number of casualties and their death as a result of this neglect. Police Lieutenant General Khalil Basha Sairin praised the performance of the police force in Khartoum over the past period, saying that they did not leave the scene even in the darkest circumstances and remained supportive of the armed force. He announced a plan to increase the number of force and improve service condition. This came after he received a comprehensive briefing in his office at the Ministry of Interior headquarters in Khartoum from Lieutenant General of Police Lawyer Amir Abdul Mun'im Fadl, Director of Khartoum State Police and the Director of the Public Affairs and Criminal Department of the Khartoum State Police. A Kenyan member of the parliament has been shot to death in the streets of the capital, Nairobi, by gunmen on a motorcycle in a suspected assassination. Police said the attack had been trailing Charles Ongondo vehicle before one of them got off the motorbike and shot him at a close range. The nature of this crime appears to be both targeted and predetermined, police spokesperson said in a statement. The Operation MP had 2 months ago complained about threats on social media that his life is going to be in danger, local media reported. Ugandan opposition politicians have accused President Yoweri Museveni of attempting to quash dissent by prosecuting opponents on politically motivated charges in a military court. In the run-up to presidential election next year, the government is pushing to introduce a law to allow military court to try civilians despite Supreme Court ban on these practices. In November, the opposition politician Kizza was detained in Nairobi, Kenya, alongside his aide Obaid and taken to Kampala, and they were charged of offense including illegal possession of armed fires, threatening the national security and later treasury, which carries out the death penalty. His lawyer says the charges are politically motivated. Besigye, a four-time presidential candidate and a long-time opponent of Museveni, is one of more than 1,000 civilians, including activists and other politicians, who have been charged in a military court since 2002. Iran accused the United States on Thursday of contradictory behavior and provocative statement after Washington warned Tehran of consequences of breaking Yemen's Houthi and imposed new oil-related sanctions on the midst of nuclear talks. On Wednesday, Washington imposed sanctions on entities it accused of involvement in illicit trade of Iranian oil and petrochemicals. Separately, U.S. Defense Secretary warned Iran that it would face consequences for supporting the Houthi. This was your today's news by Sniper TV. Thank you for watching. Until next time.
Music Studio.